I am Yobich. My first nitrous oxide experience, I was about 9 years old. Like most children my age, I had, on occasion, inhaled helium from birthday balloons to create the Munchkin, chipmunk voice. For me, it was a profanity pass around to adults. I would say in the chipmunk voice, "son of a bitch," and everyone would laugh hysterically. Sometime around 1986 or 87, I lived in a large house with my mom, aunt, younger cousin, and occasionally my aunt's boyfriend in Oakland, Ca. My mom was dating a guy that was affiliated with the Hells Angels. He was cool. I thought highly of him. He spent a great deal of time trying to win me over with gifts and vacations and other material things that a widowed mother could not have provided on her own. There was one particularly memorable gift: invite to a Puff and Stuff party. A Puff and Stuff party is an annual event that the Oakland chapter of the Hells Angels puts on at Nolan Park. Nolan Park is sort of an amusement park with a few small rides nestled in the foothills of Oakland, Ca. Near the Oakland Zoo. They basically shut the whole place down for the day. I remember arriving in my mom's tan 7740 Econoline van. This was before seatbelt laws, so I was hanging out in the back on the floor below window view until my aunt started doing an at all the bikes. So many bikes. 5 or 6 blocks before the parking entrance there were motorcycles parked on both sides of the street. People were everywhere. Some wearing colors and patches, but most not. And the ones that flew their colors were not Hells Angels. I was aware of the culture and the rivalry between the Red and White and other clubs, and I must have displayed some concern because my auntie quickly reassured me that they were all friendlies. There must have been thousands. We finally reached the parking lot and some familiar faces, bikes, patches and vests were all neatly parked in order by chain of command. Red, my mom's boyfriend, had a bike filling a parking spot for us. He whistled, waved his hand, and some younger tatted back biker guy moved it. Then proceeded to direct traffic so we could park. Once parked, we assembled around a group of picnic tables and found a spot on the grass to lay out a blanket and have a proper picnic. The atmosphere was happy, festive, and surprisingly family-oriented. There were a lot of kids there. I was having a blast. Among the other kids, a few of them had balloons. I want to balloon my cousin, and I whined. Without hesitation my aunt sprung into action. Taking us both by the hands, she cut in line where a gray-bearded shirtless man was filling and giving away balloons. No doubt the kiddies can have one, he said in a loud grizzled voice. We better tie them to our wrists so they don't fly away, I announced like a seasoned balloon handler. Not to worry. They do not fly.
Not to worry. These
Quite
ones
the
don't
opposite,
fly.
actually, said the biker balloon distributor as I dropped it and watched as it fell surprisingly fast. Returning to our picnic spot, we ate sandwiches and drank soda. Watched the burlap sack races and participated in the water balloon toss. The winner got a charade knife and a free car wash or something. Winding down and feeling a little bored, I had a brilliant idea. This was the perfect opportunity to publicly drop the F-bomb. I will provide some entertainment by inhaling the balloon contents and saying motherfucker. Usually gathered a small audience in a come one come all sort of manner. I managed to get about 6 people to pay attention to me. Mom, auntie, cousin, and another kid from the party, and 2 random biker dudes THSD happened to be strolling by. Ready? I questioned as I exhaled all the wind I could to make room for the helium. Putting the balloon to my lips, I took the biggest hit I could, almost consuming the entire contents of the balloon. I held it momentarily to create anticipation and suspense amongst my captive crowd. It was about then that I found an odd sweet taste like whipped cream descending throughout my mouth and throat. Then a tingle, followed by warmth and very euphoric spinning sort of sensation. I managed to let out the first half of MFMOTHERRRR in a really deep low voice before falling flat on my face. Confused, but still feeling awesome, I regained some composure while everyone looked at me holding back their laughter. I broke the awkward silence, said while smelling science. Which was absolutely appropriate because what I thought was helium was actually N2O. Nitrous oxide is heavier than helium. That's why my balloons did not fly away. That's also why my voice did not chipmunk, instead deepened. That's also why it felt so good to face plant. The rest of the day I spent in line getting more balloons and sucking them down like a hippie at a Dead concert. When the hairy shirtless guy finally realized we were getting high, he cut us off with one final balloon. He said, "This is the last one, okay?" With a morally correct tone in his voice. So now, every once in a while I'll acquire some repeats, and that sweet euphoric taste feeling always takes me back to the puff and stuff parties. Special thanks to Romanti and Dread. I hope B had as much fun as I did.
Just say motherfucker. Motherfucker. minutes. Helium has an atomic weight of approximately 2, while nitrous oxide has an atomic number of approximately 7. Woohoo! Alright! Party on! This is the last one, okay? Last call.